Okay, this is getting me a little bit worried, man. I'm seeing Montoya putting a video out that says Morphologist did what? Is Montoya doing that? Okay, let's see what Morphologist did here that Montoya is gonna talk about here. This is interesting. If it will actually work.
I have been tagged in this so much this past weekend. You know I'm going to talk about it. Morphologist, prolific content creator for Star Citizen, announcing that he was actually doing work for Star Atlas, the crypto project, for the...
Oh no, man. No. No.
Shame.
No, man.
Shame.
Listen,
Shame.
Listen. This is not going to be popular opinion. I'm going to mention two things right now. Neither of these things are going to be popular to say, but this is who I am. So I'm just going to say them the way they hit my brain. And the first is, I want Web3 gaming to work in some form or fashion. That's not a popular opinion. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, Web3 gaming, oh, boo, crypto bros, that type of thing. It's not a popular thing to say. If you're streaming, if you're a content creator and you're on the internet and you're saying you want Web3 gaming, that's not a popular thing. I am. All right. Now, here's something that's also not going to be popular as well. I don't like when Morphologists wanted to nerf some aspects of Star Citizen. I didn't like how Morphologist came in as an all-knowing kind of god into the game and said that he didn't want it, and then presented it in such a manner, and then he said he wasn't an influencer, which if you have a following of people and you're spouting off opinions about anything, you kind of influence people. What's up? What's up, Tiberius? Thank you for that follow.
What's wrong with Well, great start.
And so because I say those two things, you understand that, like, I'm being very genuine with you. You know, these are the things I actually feel. I'm not worried about views. I'm not worried about monetizing you. I'm not worried about anything. You know, like I'm not a media mogul, if you will. I'm just a dude chilling on the internet trying to have some fun. I'm just a dude who loves games. So when I hear, a dude who's like nerfing things in games that I like and wants to nerf the danger in a game where danger is important to the actual mechanics and the way the game is supposed to be played in a traditional MMO sandbox, when I see that person then being involved in a game that interests me in the Web3 world, I'm already got problems with Michael Wagner from Star Atlas. I already got problems for how he tried to quiet the Eradicator. Michael Wagner, the president or the CEO of Star Atlas, basically, Erad was giving his opinions on Star Atlas, and they weren't nice. They were the way he felt. And Michael Wagner, CEO of Star Atlas, tried to shut him down by giving him a copyright strike. By the way, we're still upset about that. For Michael Wagner doing that, we're gonna boo him. We're gonna boo him. That's not cool. That's Erad's livelihood. I mean, he's trying to make money and help his family out. Okay, me, it doesn't matter about me. I'm not trying to make money. I don't worry. But like Erad, I know he relies on that income. And you've got a CEO of a game company that's trying to squelch somebody for their opinions. And I was like, dude, that's terrible. I don't like to see this, especially from a game that I was kind of rooting for, you know? And now, Morphologist being involved, I'm like,
Posture.
Now I'm kind of
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel.
upset.
I am Montoya. I run Star Citizen's largest player
Right.
guild and test squadron.
Right, Limitless.
This came as a large surprise, a very, very big surprise to me, hearing Morphologist saying he was involved with this project. Now, those of you who've been following my channel for a while know my feelings about
How is Morph involved with Star Atlas? How exactly is Morph involved?
Star Atlas. If you're new, let me repeat. Now, first of all, if you are a Star Atlas fan, this is not a personal attack on you. I have no problem with crypto or NFTs. I've talked about them a lot in my past. Solana as a chain, I like.
Wait. I'm just telling you my feelings right from the start. I love Aether. He's like, dude, you've got to at least watch the vid for a bit before even forming an opinion. These are opinions I'm coming to this video with. You understand? This is what I'm telling you is inside of my soul. You understand, Aether? I'm bearing my soul for you because I love you, Aether. You understand? I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you and I'm telling you right from the start how I feel before I view this. I want you to get the full DG effect. You understand, Aether? Come on. Thank you, Tech. Thank you, Tech.
With a common denominator.
I don't know if he means it, Hormy. What's up, Hormy? Good to see you here, man. The banana fountain works fast and furious. Yes, it does. Hormy, good to see you, man. And Hormy says, am I the only one that literally can't stand the entitlement of morphologists? And I don't know if he actually tries to project that, Hormy, but I kind of feel that as well sometimes with Morph. I don't know if that's just like his... I don't know if he's conscious of it or subconscious of it or just doesn't even know, unconscious. but he does appear, or at least come off that way to me. Now, a lot of people watching could look at me and say, well, DG, you look like a giant dumbass. Look at you. You're a bald, fat man with a soul patch. That shit went out in the 90s. And I would say to you, shame on you. And I'm going to boo you for thinking that.
Boo! Boo! Boo!
Like it. I have an issue with what Star
I think
Atlas
you're right, man.
promised, with what Star Atlas is trying to do. Because I've backed Star Citizen and because I've sat through 10 years of watching Star Citizen, of watching CIG attempt to create a game, I know how difficult, what long of a process, and how expensive this can be.
Yes.
What Star Atlas is trying to do, I don't want to say it's impossible, but I will say it'll be extremely challenging for them to achieve the goals or for them to achieve the vision that a lot of the Star Atlas backers have, or what they envision this game will be. I don't want to say it's not going to happen, but I will say that buckle up, because it's going to be 5, 7, 10 years before Star Atlas fans get to what Star Atlas has told them this can be. That is...
I don't know. I slightly disagree with Montoya's opinion on that, only because I know a lot of devs out there, and a lot of them working with Unreal are telling me how amazing it is and how fast they can pump out assets, how quick it is to design things, and they're telling me how amazing it is to work with. And I feel like production can happen faster. That's just my opinion. You know, I differ slightly. I don't think it's going to take the amount of time that Star Citizen has taken. And some of the designs I see from Star Atlas aren't that great. Like some of the ships I'm seeing from Star Atlas, it's like a 50-50 thing. Some of the Star Atlas designs look way too cartoony, like a Fortnite thing going on, and I'm not cool with that. It lacks the realism I like in sci-fi gaming. Others look amazing. So it's really like a 50-50 hit with me on the designs of the ships, but I think they'll be able to produce the ships and pump them out a lot faster than Star Citizen does.
Is my criticism. Now, if you don't know what the story is, this is Star Atlas, basically. It's visually beautiful, done in Unreal 5. They've done a wonderful job with it. And the way they fund the project is they sell you these ships. So this is like a little motorcycle there. And what is this?
What's
like
up,
20
dude?
bucks, I think, sold for originally. You buy it as an NFT and you get to use it.
What's up, noob? Good to see you, buddy. I love when content creators stop by and chill out. What's up, noob? Good to see you, buddy.
In the game, and because it is crypto, you can buy and sell it on an open market. Gamers in general are very much against RMT in their gaming. As I see you guys playing Second Life, shaking your head saying no, but for the most part, gamers don't want RMT in their games. Reason being is that RMT destroys game economies. You've all seen the gold miners in whatever game you're playing, which may have the mechanic in it where people come in and just maximize the output and efficiency so they can sell the resources they harvest for real money. It destroys gaming economies. To create a stable and functional in-game economy to the scope of which Star Atlas is trying to do, that alone is going to be difficult. But on top of that, they have the added pressure of their native token Atlas being freely tradable, potential game-breaking bugs, which
they're going to have. There's a lot of roadblocks ahead of this industry because of the SEC. SEC's going on a witch hunt for everything out there that's crypto, even blockchain that actually has utility. Because really, what's important at the end of the day with like blockchain is like, what does it do? Like, you know, like you can try and like if the blockchain has some utility, great. There's some value there. What the value is, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to give you price points on different types of crypto and blockchain out there. It's just like there will be some that have use cases that will be worth something, and the market will dictate what it is worth, right? I think with Web3 gaming, if they actually can do it correctly, which is that's first off, like Montoya says, that the native token actually has to be out of SEC scrutiny eventually. You know, the government's not really too happy. The American government with crypto right now. Gensler, who's the SEC chair, I don't know if you guys are aware, he's not the biggest fan of crypto, which is odd because at his professorship in MIT, he was all for it. Now in the government, all of a sudden he's not. Like, ooh, what's going on there? Could it have to do with power plays and politics? Oh, no, I don't think so. So anyhow, I do think if Web3 is done correctly and you can actually assign value within a game and it's more tangible that you can actually like use it in the real world and that it has the value, I think it would be amazing if it could be done. It's just such a hard ask. Web3 gaming, I think, is a bit away from being successful. And by that, I'm saying like 3 to 5 years, possibly, before like a game can get out there and truthfully be fun to play, because that's number one. It has to be fun. The gameplay has to come first. All the other shit's got to be in the background and important for those people that like the economic gameplay. Again, opinions, my opinions.
Which may result in exploits. Who knows? There are a ton of things going against Star Atlas, and I hope they can pull it off. But I'm just very, very skeptical.
I am too. I am skeptical.
And you have to take it from me. I mean, right here from their own CEO. They had massive layoffs.
This is Michael Wagner, who I was talking about, who tried to squelch Erad on his opinions by giving him a copyright strike on a video. You know, that was the first kind of like moment that I was like, I'm like, come on, you're a CEO, dude, and the guy's just giving opinions, and you're trying to like squelch a content creator on YouTube who I think at the time Erad only had, I want to say 10 to 15,000 subscribers, you know, and it just seemed like it just came off so bad. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, come on.
Nothing about our vision has changed, which is fine. Their vision for what they want the game to be can remain the same. That is perfectly fine, but it will be incredibly difficult to achieve what they want to do when you come down from 235 employees to a mere 45 employees now. Well, I guess it's 44 since Morph is no longer helping them.
So Morph is not involved in helping now? Is that what's going on? I mean, at least there's some positive. No. Oh, I'm sorry. That was cruel, but true. No, it's not true. It's just a point of view. All right. So like we're saying that we had a team of 235 employees and now we've cut it down to 45 because of the bear market. And also because the crypto market has tanked horribly, like 90%. And there was so much money oozing out there that people just like threw it in. You know, they got that stim check and they were just like pushing it into the casino, the crypto casino, man. And now like it's quantitative tightening and all that liquidity is getting sucked out of the system, man. And there's not the same kind of money for that crypto casino anymore. And you can definitely see it here with the employee count. You can definitely see it's hurting people. Interestingly enough, Cloud Imperium still pretty strong financially. I can't wait to see the financials. When do those come out? When do the financials come out?
Is that what it is?
I
So
remember when they.
that is my thought on Star Atlas. Again, not a personal attack on you guys with Star Atlas. You know what? I'm not opposed to what they're trying to do. I am skeptical that they can achieve what they are trying to do. So let's go on, now that you know my thoughts, let's go and see what Morph had to say about this. So he wants to get ahead of the curve and clarify some things about his last post regarding Star Atlas. Okay, well, let's go to his last post. Let's start over there, which is this. Morph announcing that he's excited to reveal that he's worked with Star Atlas for a year, consulting on designs for their ships and locations. That is a smart move by Star Atlas. Let me explain why. If you've followed Star Citizen, and look, the Star Citizen ship designs are awesome. Here's Morph talking about the rather phallic-shaped hull C. And it is beautiful. Now, if you are good at designing spaceships, that is great. But can you design the interior of a room? Can you design the interior layout of something? And you may be strong with the exterior, but you need an actual professional interior designer to give you good interior design. I know it's weird, but just because you can design the outside of a spaceship doesn't mean you can do the inside. I want to actually give you a wonderful example of this right now, and that is if you're playing Starfield, if you see all the clutter in Starfield on the desks, in the corners, there's things lying around, there's pens, there's pencils. You know who did that? You know who did that? And I know you guys will, some of you will immediately go, aha! This is what a typical Bethesda room looks like. Where is it? No, there. All right. That is what a Bethesda basic room in Fallout 4 looked like. It's just the designers stick a bed in there.
I'm pleading the fifth on this one.
Where
I
is
am
it?
pleading the fifth. I am literally pleading
That's a
the
bathroom, I
fifth on
guess. Now, there is this wonderful clutter artist, modder, on Nexus Mods named Eleonora. And you'll know her for her beautiful mods in Skyrim, for the Breezewood home. And if I'm showing you these pictures here, some of you will recognize this and go, oh, yes, I know this modder. But pay attention to how the desk is laid out. See the globe and a pen and papers. Does that remind you of something? That's what we have in Starfield. Why? Because she was actually hired by Bethesda. That's her right here. She was hired by Bethesda to be a clutter artist for Starfield.
I don't know. Can you put that on a resume if you're a clutter artist? I don't know how well that sells on a resume, man. Like, what do they pay them? That's the other question I got. What are they paying? Like, what are these companies paying clutter artists and architects? I need to get in on that, man. I got some ideas. Pepe, I got some ideas. I got some real ideas. I need you to get that pencil and get ready to sketch these ideas. Ready? Frame, scene, cluttered room. Somewhat green, seafoam green, right? White drapes, okay? Brass, curtain rod, okay? I'm going a little crazy with this one. I'm going a little retro, you understand? All right. Big, slender statue of a naked woman. Mm-hmm. Small crack on the, right on the buttocks. Small crack on the buttocks. Big crack? You think a big crack? Wow, that is not what I was thinking, Pepe. That is crazy. That's a booty right there. That's a good statue, Pepe. All right, now next to the statue. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm streaming. Oh, sorry, guys. I was getting into that. What do I get paid for that? What do I get paid for that, Pepe?
I think this is a beautiful synergy
I need to get paid
of
for
someone
that.
who's passionate about the game, getting hired by a gaming company to produce something simply amazing, and that is thank Eleonora for the interiors of Starfield
This
because
looks
of her work
badass.
on
I'm not making
Skyrim
fun.
and
By the way,
Fallout 4.
By the way, the people that are doing this shit, it looks cool. I mean, like, I'd rather be in a room that looks like this than a plain room. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm not trying to, like, put some hate on these people. Like, they're doing some things that are really cool. I'm just saying, like, what are we getting paid to be a clutter artist? You know, well, let's get to the brass tacks of the situation.
So Morph does a wonderful job detailing ship exteriors and interiors. And I want to say it's a good move by Star Atlas to bring him on as a consultant, I'm guessing.
Has he done any work? Has Morphologist done any prior work where we can see, like, he's done ship architecture? Like, I would like to see, other than like his opinions on the content, I would kind of like to see like does he have anywhere I can go to see the work?
to help with their designs, because this is exactly what pushes the industry forward. So great work for Morph. Not only did he get a chance to follow his passion, hopefully this opens more doors for him. But the tricky part was, as proud as he is of his work, this is NFT and crypto related, and his concern was this will generate some flack. So let's take a look at how that worked out. Scrolling down to the comment section, Gabby saying, looks amazing. TV Liquid thinks it's cool. Siggy saying, well, hang on, this is all positive stuff. Come on, guys, where's the bad stuff? The Eradicator. Okay, so you guys remember this story. The Eradicator put
He's gonna talk about what I just did about Erad, man. I love Montoya.
A video being very critical about Star Atlas.
Yep.
And the CEO, Mr. Wagner, did not like the video. He issued a YouTube strike against it. And
good on you,
Eradicator's video was taken down.
Dude, and you know what? Stand-up thing that Morphologist did do was report on it with his audience. So I do have to give some props to Morphologist for putting that video out and helping our friend Erad out on that, you know?
We all came to support. I know Morph was one of the people very vocal about it too and pulled it up. So interesting turnaround there. Nice chips, though. I'm not going to follow an NFT project like that. That's perfectly fine. You don't have to. But okay.
Yeah. The video was not even that bad. Yeah, I know. I thought that too, Aether. Like, the video wasn't even that bad. That's the other thing that caught me off guard with that. That Michael Wagner would want to copyright strike him for that video was ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
Surprised, but this is overly positive. It's nice. The feedback is pretty good.
Montoya is like surprised. He's like, nobody's got anything negative to say. Well, you could probably watch one of my videos.
Pretty good. I don't know if I was expecting more anger, but it seems to be everyone's very accepting and supportive that he did this. But Morph still wants to get ahead of the curve, and what he said was this: I want to get ahead of the curve and clarify some things about my post regarding Star Atlas. Important to understood that my announcement of involvement was not an endorsement of the game or NFT. And I agree. This is a difficult situation where he's contracted to do a job, but at the same time, he can't say, please go support this.
Which I feel like Morphologist is very involved in Web3 gaming, or I feel like he is. Like I said at the very beginning of this video, so am I. It is not a popular opinion to be somebody out there on the internet saying these things. I'm always going to be genuine with you guys.
Project, it is wonderful. If he could, and if he believed that it would be good, I think he will. But like what I said in the very beginning of this video, they will have their challenges. I'm not calling it a scam. I'm not calling it a failure. I'm saying it will be extremely challenging for them to deliver.
Yes.
Now, they can do it if they do get investment dollars, if they do get funded, or if by some miracle the NFT market suddenly booms back and they can still sell spaceship NFTs for $1,000. Yeah. It can work, but it will take time. Unfortunately,
it's going to take so much time because of the people who originally invested in 2021. They put so much money into it. Like they are down on their investments huge. Star Atlas is worth a lot more than it is today. A lot more than it is today. The ships they were buying were worth a lot more than they are today. There were so many people burned on this. Just the crypto market tanked that it felt to them like a rug pull. It felt to them, since they lost so much, like, oh, well, this shit's fake and it doesn't mean anything and they're not doing anything to try and make a game, blah, blah, blah. It kind of bled out and filtered out into that because so many people lost so much money. So it is going to take a long time. You got SEC breathing down the necks of everybody out there who's got crypto. You've got that, number one, the government. You know, we don't even know if it's officially okay to do this yet. The government is so slow in reacting to this. I really hope they discuss this as adults and not so much as like 80-year-old adults that don't understand technology anymore because they're 80 years old. Like somewhere in the adult range of 30 plus to, I'll go up to like 55, 60. That's my range. You know, like I feel like that you can have a pretty good grasp on technology There are use cases behind some of these blockchains. I know it's not popular to say this, but I think I'm done with this. I can't deal with it anymore because it's going to turn into like a Web3 discussion, and that's not what we're doing tonight. We're at an after party, and we said that we were going to have fun tonight. Pepe. Next.